that don't know, my name is Ryan Keynes. I'm sure many of you guys would have questions on why we actually show cattle and why they look the way they do. So in my speech today, I'm going to kind of try to answer some of those questions. The real point of showing cattle and why we fit them and what we use to do that. So if you'll go to the next slide. Who likes steak? Who has eaten beef before? Everybody here's eaten beef.
Except for
Okay. So where does your beef come from? That's a pretty popular question. Go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay, according to Beef Daily magazines, showing cattle keeps us in check of what kind of cattle we raise. There's a specific kind of cattle that we want to eat. We don't want to eat just bad cattle because then it doesn't taste good, right? The beef industry is known for good flavor and things like that. So we want to be kept in check of how much flavor we put into our beef, so to speak. So making sure they're not too fat, making sure they have muscle and whatnot. Another thing about showing cattle and just the cattle industry in general, at a young age, according to the Successful Farming magazine, it teaches youth a lot of life lessons such as responsibility, managing time, confidence, dealing with different people and personalities, patience, a strong work ethic, and teaches us to challenge ourselves. It's not only good for youth to know this stuff because they're going to grow up and eventually they're going to be feeding the world. So all those things are very important, and that's kind of the main reasons why we show cattle. Go ahead and go to the next slide. So from this picture, I think it's pretty clear which steer you'd rather eat, right? pretty clear. All right. So how do we get a steer to look like this versus looking like this? And that's the more ideal steer right there. So go ahead and go to the next slide. The products we use for everyday hair care to make them look like that picture, there's two products out on the market that are the most popular, and they're the Sullivan Supply Clean Sheen, and then there's the Weaver's brand Pro Charge, both of which they're just the kind of competitors, so to speak, but they both do a great job. What they're designed to do is they put nutrients into the hair and put oil into the hair to keep hair growth healthy. It's like a conditioner. It keeps it healthy, keeps it moist, keeps some oil down in their roots and things like that. Go ahead and go to the next slide. Adhesives for on show day. There's two products. The two most popular products are the Sullivan Supply Tail Adhesive and the Weaver's brand Firm Adhesive. There's a quote here by Kirk Stierwalt. It says, he's a professional fitter. He says, the strongest adhesives will have the little fall down. And that holds true for all kinds of adhesives because you want your legs to be, you want your legs to be built up. You want your butt to be built up so it looks like there's lots of muscle there. So your steer performs at its number one level. So it performs it, makes it look like that steer that I showed you on that one of those first slides. So adhesives are probably the most important supply we use on show day. Go ahead and go to the next slide. Once you finish with your adhesives comes your paints and lake builders. These are the two most popular out there. The Pro Touch Max Black by Weaver's by Kirk Stierwalt, and the Sullivan Supply Jet Black Touch Up. Both are they're the most two popular on the market, and the reason we use those are to build the legs, build the tops, make them look exactly like that picture that we looked at. We want them to look like they are, like they're really full over their top, so there's going to be lots of loin there to eat. There's going to be a lot of ribeye in there. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the term rib the larger eye. That's kind of a term we use in the show ring. I don't know if you hear it a lot, but you want them to be really big tops, so they're going to have big ribeyes because everybody likes to get ribeye every now and again. Go ahead and go to the next one. And then one of the most important things after you're done with the show is breaking it down, taking all that adhesive out, taking the glue out, taking the paint out. And so Hocus Pocus by Sullivan's and Pro Refit by Weaver's, Kirk Stierwalt, they're the most two popular out on the market today. What it does is it takes all the glue and the adhesive out of your hair, out of the cattle hair, and takes all the paint out as well, and it revamps, gives life to your hair, so to speak, and it brings it kind of back to life and keeps it from dying off. Because if you that glue and stuff will kill the hair. And it's pretty important to keep that hair, so like when we do show cattle, so we are giving the beef industry a good look, because if we just let the hair die off and they become bald all of a sudden, then we get feet in there and they start crying about it. So in conclusion, showing cattle is basically a big part of just the beef industry in general. That helps us keeps us in check, kind of shows us what we want the ideal steer to look like, and I think my should be another slide. Apparently not. Okay. I have my works cited. I do have it. It's on the paper, but it's on. Well, I'll just tell you what I used there, I guess. I used the Sullivan Supply Catalog, written by John Sullivan, and his family there. It's a family-owned and operated deal. I used the Winners brand website, which is Kirk Steerwalt and Company. That'd be the Weaver Supply. I also used the Successful Farming magazine, and I used